the road, we make sure that we stay on that.
You mean to introduce Scott?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right, this is head coach Tim Kirby, Sidney Layrock on the left, Montana Lewis on the right.
Coach, an opening statement on this victory.
We knew we were going to have a hard-fought game with UAM. They were probably improving more than anybody in the conference about the last month and a half. And they got to where everybody on the floor was a threat, and we knew defensively we were going to have a tough job just taking care of their strengths. And there were a couple of defensive things tonight that we did that gave us a chance to win. I mean, Montana just did a great job on go forth, limiting the touches that she likes to get. She got a lot of touches, but limiting the scoring touches that she likes to get, and that's just a huge. That was a huge part of the game, not letting her get on a roll and be able to make some plays. But again, their team is more than just her now, and I think that's why they were playing so well at the end of the season. So we knew it was going to be a battle, and I thought we did a good job of just finishing the game. I mean, we got out on the boards really hard in different parts of the game that I thought made a huge difference in us getting second shots, getting to the free throw line, and making some plays that way when they were doubling and tripling and maybe even more than that on aerials. So I thought we did a good job of making some things happen, which again was a huge part of how the game turned out.
Montana, when coach gives you that assignment, what are you trying to limit from go forth, and what's your mindset going into that matchup?
We always say make it personal. So whenever coach gives you a personal assignment, I mean, I don't want to let him down. I make it to where I don't want to let myself down, because I mean, you have to play games within a game. So my game within a game is usually shutting down whoever I'm assigned to guard.
Sidney, when Ariel goes down with foul trouble early, or goes out with foul trouble early in the game, do you kind of feel like you have to shoulder the load offensively, and like you did today?
I don't know. I just feel like I have to rebound a little bit more and just get more post touches for my team, and so I can create off the dribble or kick out to one of our guards.
Coach, you talked about what you did defensively and how you had to make adjustments. Offensively, though, you seemed to be limited, but you're not limited in offensive weapons when one player's not doing well. There clearly are an abundance of weapons that you can pull from your bench. Can you talk about the luxury of having so many players that can, make baskets for you? Yeah,
that's been good for most of the year. You shoot 21% in the second half. That's not very good, and we still extended the lead a little bit, and we're able to get a win out of it. And different people are capable of stepping up and making plays, and we don't want to be afraid to shoot. Somebody asked me yesterday, what do we do with our shooting? I mean, how do you practice it? And all coaches are interested in that kind of thing. Just what kind of drills do you do? And I said the biggest thing is we don't want somebody thinking if it's a good shot or not. We'll talk about that in practice. We'll talk about that in video. And we want them to catch, ready to shoot. And if that's the case, then that raises your percentage. And we got some talented girls that I think are just going to keep getting better too. That a lot of them have. And talking about the freshmen, a lot of them have maybe one or two go-to type thoughts offensively, and they have to expand that as they progress through their career, and when they can develop 3 or 4 that are go-to moves or go-to shots, that just makes them that much more dangerous. But we've got some pretty good players that know how to score in their own way. And London will knock down some threes. She can get it to the basket some. Montana has changed her game completely over the 4 years that she's been with us. We took a post player out of Bentonville High School, and she's been a guard for us for 4 years, and a pretty good one. So she's improved her shooting. She finishes around the basket well. And that's something that we try to do every day, just working on getting shots out of our system, of course, but not being afraid to shoot it. And I think that their confidence level goes up when they know they can shoot it and there's not a huge concern about it.
Cindy, we talked a lot about the senior leadership, but the freshmen doing the scoring early on today. What do you take from this group of seniors? What's the biggest piece of advice kind of that they've given you that helps your game?
They just tell me not to be scared when I go in. Just because I'm a freshman doesn't mean anything. I'm just a basketball player, just like everyone else would play against, and they're really encouraging, and they want me to play like I can and like I have the past however many years I've been playing. And I just really appreciate them always taking me in and telling me not to be afraid to do anything.
And Montana, talk about that a little bit, going from freshman of the year a few years back, now being a senior, you have changed your game some, getting down to that final game, and you played really well in this one. Just tell us about your performance today and how your game has changed, I guess.
Freshman year, I would like to say I was just 100% driver, and towards the end of my freshman year, I really had a scouting report, and they knew she was driving like and she wasn't kicking it. And so over the years, I've really just tried to be more balanced, and I feel like I have more confidence in my 3-shot, and I feel like I still get some drives, but that's not exactly what I do. And if I do ever get the post-up opportunity, I like to be around the post, but I just feel like Coach Kirby's done a really good job, and Coach Walker's also done a really good job of just telling me what I need to work on, and just that aspect of it, just listening to them and working on it.
Our seniors aren't real easy on our freshmen, though. They've had some pretty good whippings in practice, physically and verbally sometimes, just trying to convince them that this game is different than high school. And they've done a good job of listening and trying to compete with them, because there's a major difference in somebody that's been playing for 4 years and somebody that's been playing for 3 months. And they've really challenged them, and that's something that we like about our young girls, just taking that and knowing how important it is to learn from people that have been doing it for a while.
Montana, you've been part now of 3 teams that have gotten to this point, at least in the 2 that have gotten to this point in the conference tournament. What would it mean to clear that hurdle and, as an added bonus, to do it against Arkansas Tech?
It would be great. I don't even think there's words to describe what it would feel like to finally come in here and actually win the championship. And so I think for us that have been here, been to this point, there's a real hunger to do it and to bring that trophy home to Harding. And I think we have a great group of girls that are really buying into what we're doing right now, and so I'm really excited to see what happens tomorrow.
All right, good luck tomorrow, guys.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you.